So I promise you this is not clickbait. I am selling some of my ILV, and I bet it won't take much convincing for you to think this might be a good idea for you as well. As always, this is not financial advice, but let's get right into this. So, not even going to try to hide it here. You can see right up on the screen, SILV2. This is one of my favorite charts to look at. And this isn't a price chart compared to US dollars. This is a price chart compared to ILV. This is over the past year. This is showing the percentage that SILV2 is compared to ILV. So if we look back at February, let's say February 2nd here, SILV2 was sitting at 42.6% of an ILV. Now, because I'm making some of these trades within the Illuvium ecosystem, SILV2 to ILV, the actual price in US dollars doesn't really mean a whole lot to me. So like I said, back February 2nd, it was about 42.5% of an ILV. Right around that time is when the first Illuvitar sale got announced. So you can see a big spike up. People started realizing, oh, there's actually somewhere for me to spend my SILV2, so I'm going to start buying it. Traded sideways for a little bit, and then March 6th is when it spiked up again. I believe March 7th was the actual day one of the Illuvitar sale. So another spike up, and then it kept going up during that wave of Illuvitars. It peaked out, let's see, right here on May 17th at about 97% of an ILV. Now, I have a video from probably a year before this predicting that this would happen. And again, in this video, I'm predicting once again that this will come back. So as you can see, for a little while, we kind of traded sideways. But look at what we've done over the past 2 months. We've been trending down. We're currently sitting at 60% of an ILV, which is the lowest it's been since around March 6th, before the initial Wave 1 Illuvitar sale. This 60% of an ILV has been a target I've been looking for, so I'm finally pulling the trigger, and I'm trading some of my ILV for SILV2. Now, there is a reason why SILV2 trades for less than ILV, because even though they can be spent on in-game purchases one-to-one, you obviously can't stake your SILV2, you can't earn RevDis from it, you can't earn staking rewards. But when there is a demand for in-game purchases, the SILV2 price is gonna go up versus ILV. And where we hit that 97% before, that's going to come back. Whether it be in the next couple months or soon after open beta, we're gonna see that again. So if I'm trading my ILV for SILV2 right now at 60%, all I need to do is wait for it to creep back up to that 95-98% of an ILV, and then just trade it back for ILV. And I'm obviously really bullish on Illuvium as a whole and ILV. And if I think that ILV is going to go, let's say, around a 2x from here, if I think ILV can go to $200, and I can trade for the SILV2 right now, which is, I believe, sitting around $55, then that means I can get about a 4x on my SILV2 returns as compared to a 2x if I just held it in ILV. Now, I'm only doing this with a small percentage of my portfolio, and I recommend everyone fully understand the concept of SILV2, everything it can do for you versus ILV. But to me, this is, at least in my opinion, a pretty low risk play for me. I'm going to trade a little bit of my ILV for the SILV2 at 60%. Once we get back up above that 90%, I'm going to trade it back. And seeing as we haven't been as low as 60% in 9 months, I can't imagine it's dipping down too much lower than this. Maybe we get to 55%, maybe 50%, which would be great, and I would buy some more. But outside of the initial land sale, this is as low as it's been since there's actually been in-game purchasable items in Illuvium. And I'm sure I'm going to be coming back and making a video in 6 months from now, referencing this video about how I traded my ILV for SILV2 at 60%, and I'm selling it back to ILV at 95% and just increasing my ILV bags even more. As always, this is not financial advice. I'm no crypto trading expert. I just understand the Illuvium ecosystem very well, and I have a lot of confidence that this will play out. But that obviously comes with the confidence I have in Illuvium as a whole, that they will be successful, that they will have open beta out in the next 6 months, and that there will be demand for in-game purchases to play that game. So let me know if you're going to be doing this or something similar down below, or maybe you just think that holding on to ILV is the smartest and safest play. Let me know, and I will catch you next.